Today we are going to show you how to tile your own backsplash. You can use any shape or size tile you like, but for this kitchen project we used white subway tiles. For this project you will need tiles, a tile cutter, adhesive cement, a notch trowel, grout, a grout float, spacers, grout sealer, a paintbrush, and caulk. You'll want to start by cutting a few tiles exactly in half in order to start the staggering pattern of subway tiles. Using your tile cutter, score the front of the tile and then push firmly down using the tile cutter pads to make a clean break. Do this for a few tiles so you can work quickly on your first few rows. Map out your pattern with a few sample tiles to ensure you're happy with the placement. After you've decided on the starting location, we recommend laying down a few garbage bags or a tarp to cover the counter and any fixtures such as the faucet. Use your trowel to apply a layer of cement to the wall, ensuring that you score the cement with the notches to leave a rigid pattern. This creates friction so the tiles are less likely to slide around. You can start sticking tiles directly to the cement you've applied. For efficiency, we recommend applying a few rows without spacers, but keeping a small amount of distance between the tiles. Once you've stacked a few rows and before the cement dries, start inserting the spacers. It's important to insert the spacers both on the vertical and horizontal spaces between each tile to maintain even spacing throughout. You'll have to measure and cut tiles around the outlets and other fixtures as you go. You can use the tile cutter for straight and simple cuts, and a Dremel or wet saw for more complex cuts. finish all of the tiles and place the spacers between everything, wait 24 to 72 hours for the cement to dry before you begin grouting. Before you grout, remove all of the spacers from the wall. Dip your float into the wet grout and begin spreading the grout over the tiles in an X pattern, pushing firmly to pack the grout between the cracks. Once you've filled the cracks with grout, run the rubber edge of the float across the tile at a perpendicular angle to wipe excess grout from the front of the tile. About 5 to 10 minutes after each section is grouted, run a damp sponge across the tile to clean any excess grout off the surface and leave a smooth grout line between the tiles. It's important that your sponge isn't too wet. This process is designed to clean the front of the tiles, not mix more water into the grout. You should also rinse the sponge frequently to keep it clean and make sure you aren't further spreading wet grout as you work. You want to give the grout at least 24 hours to set before you seal it. Sealing is pretty simple. Pour a small amount of sealer into a cup and using a foam brush, run it along the grout grooves, avoiding the surface of the tiles as much as possible. After about 5 minutes, use a clean white cloth to wipe away excess sealant. At the end, replace all of your outlet covers and you're done.